Hi there, I'm Dave Johnson, and I'm here to bring you Straight from the Source. Straight from the Source is a web series created entirely by digital communications and media students at Lethbridge College. This web series is aimed at cutting out the middleman and going straight to the source to find out accurate information and get an inside look at current affairs. So get ready to hear it straight from the source. Yeah, that's okay. Pump it up. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, so on the racist sports teams, well, the names of it, some people don't think it's racist, some people do, and you guys are the ones that would find it racist if you did. What are your feelings?
Oh yeah, like Tony said, I think it perpetuates the idea that we're mythological, people, that we don't really exist anymore, that we're almost like dinosaurs, you know. And I think that's the way, like the society wanted us to be viewed, as a culture that was gone, you know. And you see that in Hollywood too. Like we're always the savage Indian or the noble Indian or every Indian is a prairie Indian. You know, I'm using the language of Hollywood, not.
Yeah.
And it's just, we're either seen as a dinosaur or we're seen as, the drunk Indian of today. We're not seen as who we are right now. We're both in school. We both graduated like everybody else, and we're both making it on our own in the city. And when it says that it's honoring us, like it's not a modern day version of who we are, And
like The Revenant, for example. Like I know a lot of people were saying that I guess we're honored about it, but when you go and watch it, it still looks as if we're the savages in that movie, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Would you like to see a modern day movie done about First Nations people, or is there a modern day version that I don't know about?
They are, but they're not usually, on mainstream. They're not in the theaters. They're not on your satellite TV. They're, I think the reason behind that is because there's not Aboriginal native filmmakers making native films. They're always, they're natives in the film, but it's directed by a white person or, a Mexican person, like Alejandro, I guess. And if there are sometimes like on Twilight, it was about, some native werewolves, but it's played by Taylor Lautner, who's not native,
Yeah.
So I think until we can see stories about modern day natives is when the natives are the filmmakers themselves responsible for the story.
Absolutely. So touching on A Tribe Called Red, so they take traditional powwow music and mix it with electronic dubstep music, playing on raves. They've been quite a success in Canada and North America. What are you guys' thoughts on this?
Well, I was gonna say, like how I grew up around, I guess, powwows and growing up around them and listening to music and stuff. And when they first came out, to me it was new and kind of surprising, and I was skeptic of it. I guess I wasn't sure if I should like it. Are these guys disrespecting it and stuff? But as the years go on, I like it now, and you see more and more First Nations people liking it. And I think with the older generation of with our elders and stuff, I think they're the ones that would probably have a problem with it, I guess.
Yep.
But for the younger generation, we're living in a modern day society. I don't sit here and listen to powwow music all the time. I have my own type of music, just like everybody else. So I think that's a cool way to, I guess, bring it into modern day society, just to have other people like yourself listen to, or I guess to acknowledge it.
Yeah, I think in that case, like the media makers themselves, the Tribe Called Red, they are native. That's their way of expressing their culture, and other native people identify with it and connect with it. And I think in powwow itself, I think there are like spiritual songs and songs that are kind of for spiritual use, and then there's songs for powwow, for like dance and for gatherings and for I guess entertainment or celebration. So there's a clear difference between powwow songs and like spiritual songs. So if they were
taking those spiritual songs that our ancestors were singing 100 years ago and putting that into this, I think that's when more people would have a problem with it. But because you see, I guess, like powwow singers nowadays, they just make up songs on the fly, kind of and so that's okay because there's not really a spiritual connection to them. So it's, I think it's doing us a good job.
Yeah.
Doing something good. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's A Tribe Called Red they remixed a song called Native Puppy Love,
Yeah.
and it was about a song, about native puppy love.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure like our ancestors weren't singing about
Yeah.
native puppy love, so I don't really find that offensive.
Yeah. Well, thanks for being here, guys. To wrap it up, one more question is like, what would you like to see in maybe not the next 2 days or the week or the years, like in the next 10 years, what would you like to see with maybe people who have a non-educated view on First Nations? What would you like to see? Like if you could tell one person who's maybe has a bad view on First Nations people, what would you like to tell them?
I think just to have an open mind. I think in anything that you go to, you should always have an open mind, right? If I was to go to India or Africa, like I would go in with an open mind and get to learn the culture. And I think that that's what we should do, is have an open mind about Canada and about First Nations, because we're not all what people think we are, right? We're not all on the streets. We're not all lazy. We're not all uneducated.
Yeah, I just like to say, give us a chance. Give our children a chance. I remember when I was a kid, and it was a horrible feeling to walk into a room and have everybody have their mind made up about you already. To always have to justify yourself everywhere you go. Every time you walk into a store, a character following you around, or like having these assumptions about you, and you spend your whole life trying to justify yourself, and it gets exhausting. So I think if I were to have kids, I don't want them to go through the same kind of struggles I went through, or to almost be ashamed of their skin. I want them to celebrate it.
Absolutely. Yeah.